There's also going to be another parallel support group for all of you. It's like a workshop in which we show you how to speak, how to share your knowledge and skills with each other. For instance, I will say to Kat, I really want you to talk about your fun group, for her to spend half an hour, 1 hour explaining what they do and how they track and what's adequate and not in those groups and how they profit or not and the volunteer system, etc. So she would share that, and then there would be a Q&A all on Zoom. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then another person will come up and talk about, editing software they use or about anything else. So that will be the FLOWT sessions that will happen once a week in the evening, and they're voluntary totally. But by participating in FLOWT, there's one very direct practical use for that. You're building your clock portfolio in the next 3 months, and FLOWT is a great opportunity for you to add evidence to your portfolio. Because those sharing knowledge and skills sessions are recorded, it becomes really easy to grab anything that you've done, any participation. I need to agree with you what time FLOWT would take place. So we're looking at probably like Tuesday evening, but then also like the weekend, if it's like a quiet moment in the weekend, mid-morning, before lunch on Saturday, or where we could do it. So it depends on when it works for all of you. And we could also alternate and have different times, depending on if in the evenings some people can never join in the evenings. We could also have one mid-morning any given day, or on Saturday or whenever. So that's to build your clock portfolio, because then you get the clock accreditation at the end of the 3 months.
Okay.
Is all that kind of making sense? Have you understood a little bit about clock and what you're doing and the accreditation? Does that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, not so much myself about the accreditation from clock towards the end of the program.
People from the creative industries can get an accreditation instead of be based as a usual accreditation on what you study and an exam you do. It's based on real practice. So it's not you answer these questions and you know a subject, is you perform in a project or in a job, or you teach and you show that you know that subject. With the work you're doing in the 3 months, easily get competent professional level, which is like level 5. Some of you can get sector expert, which is much tougher because it requires understanding innovation, leadership. It's a bit more challenging, but anybody that really wants to get it has a serious chance of getting sector expert. It's much more dedicated, but also you're getting a third of a master's level degree. Palak, you're studying, you can't do the evenings. Yeah, it looks like we will have 2 floats, one like 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, and then we will have sometimes on the weekend as well, like, I don't know, 11 a.m. on Saturday or 5 p.m. on Sunday or something like that. Would you be able to do that one, Palak?
Yeah, I think Saturday, Sunday is better. Also, to get the sector 7, do you need to attend FLOWT, or is it irrespective of that?
FLOWT really helps a lot for that, and you get to also, because I know you want to learn and you would want to attend to listen to your peers as well. Like, that's just part of it as well. Like it's so we want to make it possible for you to attend. There will be recordings as well.
I'll try and attend the recordings as much as I can. And I also think that because I'm kind of like looking at getting the sector expert, or maybe to teach, but mostly because I want to like get a good job in the industry. I think that it will also put me in touch with a good network of people. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at gaining.
Yeah. Well, that's what Sam Miller and Will Fenton and Frank and we're all clock sector experts.